Our next question is with Anna Saunders, WCHS.
Hi, yes, this is Anna Saunders with WCHS.
Hi.
Thank you for taking the time. I was just curious if you have gotten any kind of indication on what could eventually happen with NIOSH. They had more layoffs last week. It's now in federal court. Do you still feel like things could be reversed there?
Well, I know some people have been called back, and that was really, I think, because of my efforts with Secretary Kennedy, several phone calls with the White House to say, look, these are singular functions that keep our workers safe in certain environmental or away from occupational hazards, particularly on the inhalation side. And we have to have this function to make sure that we're keeping our workers safe and they're healthy on the job. And so that did result in some people getting called back, which I'm happy about. I think the RIF notice is still in effect until June the 2nd, but we're still making the case here that this is a unique institution that does research in a very unique way to protect our coal miners, our firefighters, and others, and has a record of success.
Our next question is Curtis Tate, West Virginia Public Broadcasting.
Hi, Senator Capito. Thank you. Just following up on that last question, we learned from court testimony yesterday in the Southern District of West Virginia that some folks in the call worker health surveillance program who were called back to work last week were put on administrative leave again this week. And I'm just wondering if you know what happened there and why it happened.
I can't give you a detailed information. I think the ones that were originally called back, most of them I believe are still back there. At least that's the indications that I have. I did see in the news reports that several people had been put back on administrative leave. I don't have a good answer there to give the detail that you're asking. Maybe we could make a call back to you when we get more detail on that. Hopefully today. Sorry about that.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is with Brad McElhaney, Metro News.
Oh, hi, Senator.
Hey.
I have the third NIOSH question in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Good cooperation, everyone. Senator, there has been alluded, there is a federal lawsuit over whether the actions at NIOSH are blocking the legally guaranteed rights of coal miners to black lung screening. One position of the attorneys for Health and Human Services has been that a lawsuit is inappropriate at this time because it's unclear what will happen with NIOSH, its roles and its employees. Essentially saying that there's not yet been any permanent harm. One quote from the response of HHS in court has been, this is one of the filings. As consumers of statewide news media are aware, decisions regarding staffing at the Morgantown NIOSH facility are still in flux and subject to revision, evidencing their interlocutory nature. They continue by saying, and HHS has never indicated that despite the RIF sent to employees in Morgantown, it does not intend to carry out its statutory duties under the Mine Act by, for instance, transferring duties under the CWHSP to other offices. That's the end of that quote from the filing. But do you buy that line of thinking? Do people, including coal miners, deserve greater clarity?
Well, I think it's pretty explicit in the law that the accessibility and requirement that we have a federal black lung program. You have to be certified to get into it. NIOSH does the certifications, and to obtain your black lung benefits. That is in the law, so that function needs to go forward. And I believe that the administration, we keep talking to them about it. They keep the response is always, well, we're going to do that. It's just going to be in a different form, and we're going to put it under, Make America Healthy Again. That's an insufficient answer in this case because we have pending applications, we have health, and sometimes very severe health problems associated with black lung and can be a killer in a lot of ways. And to me, I think the more time we waste, the sicker people are going to get. So that's why I've been very aggressive in this area to try to get the administration and Secretary Kennedy to say, to bring these people back, which they did, and they're processing those applications. But, if, we'll see what happens in the lawsuit. I can't, I'm not a lawyer. One of the reasons I'm probably not a lawyer is because I could not possibly write something like that to confuse people. And I think that's part of it. So we'll just see what the decision is in court.